June 1985. Joe Simpson and Simon Yates were descending Siula Grande in the Peruvian Andes, 21,000 feet. Then Joe slipped and shattered his leg. The bone broke through his knee. Simon had to lower Joe down the mountain on a rope, 150 feet at a time, in a blizzard, in the dark. Joe was screaming in agony with every movement. They had no way to call for help. Then Joe went over a cliff edge. He was hanging in midair, pulling Simon down with his weight. Simon couldn't see him, couldn't hear him, couldn't pull him up. He was being dragged off the mountain. Simon held on for an hour. His hands were freezing to the rope. He was losing his grip. In 5 minutes, they would both die. So Simon made the impossible decision. He cut the rope. Joe fell 100 feet into a crevasse. Simon thought he'd just killed his friend. He descended alone, broken, and convinced Joe was dead. He left the mountain thinking he was a murderer. But Joe survived the fall. Trapped in the crevasse with a broken leg, he crawled and hopped for 3 days across 5 miles of glaciers and rocks. No food, no water, delirious, dying. On the 3rd night, Joe reached base camp hours before Simon was about to leave. Both men survived. The rope that was cut, the fall that should have killed, the crawl that shouldn't have been possible.